Morning all, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed and left comments on my last video. It's very much appreciated. I thought I'd have a little talk about our filtration and what's going on, and a review on Evolution Aqua and their products, as that's what we mainly use on all of our ponds here. But before that, I'll give you a quick little update on the fish and the ponds and how everything's going. So in the main ponds seem to be over the hill of the flukes that we've been struggling with recently. They all seem to be a lot happier in themselves. Not so many are staying down low anymore. They're all coming up quite high. Even a sturgeon who's about loving life as always. See him getting some food here. Dyson's always the first one up, first one feeding. Our plan around here today is hopefully get some scrapes done on most of the, well, a few of the fish in this pond, ready for their new homes then, so they can get the all clear, ready to go. So there's a few in here that I'll be moving on. Hopefully by next weekend they should be going. Fills up a little bit of space in here. They're going to a lovely massive pond over in Newport. Good friend of ours, Andy, takes quite a lot of our rescue fish off us that seem too big for this pond, because he's, let's say, he's got probably 3 times the size of this currently. He's recently built it, looking to stock it with as much as he can, and he's happy to home them just like we are. Had a look at, which one is he? The Gourmet, that one over there. Had a look at him. He's got a mark, well, he did have a mark on the back of his tail. Thankfully that's all healed up now. We believe that to be just a raised scale. So that's now been sorted out. Other than that, we don't see any more injuries or anything out of the ordinary. See there's a sturgeon down there, still going strong. We find with him as well, on a lot of the groups they say never to mix sturgeon with treatment. Surprisingly, we've had ours mixed with fluke sole. He's been fine. We've mixed him with FMG, and again, been absolutely fine. Obviously we've kept an eye on him, made sure he's not out of the ordinary or anything like that, but still loving life, still swimming about as he always does, still feeding. So turns out, well, I guess as long as you can keep an eye on them, then there is a chance that you can mix them with treatments. Hopefully Jinri and Chagoy here, hopefully he gets the all clear as well, and then he can go next weekend. Take you over to the fry tank. We seem to be doing quite well in here. We have lost quite a few, unfortunately. What we didn't realise was this pond, unfortunately, had quite a bad case of costia, which was picked up on the scrapes. So we've done a lot of treatments in here in the last 2 weeks or so to try and get rid of it. Excuse me. And hopefully today with the scrapes, that will show that their costia is now gone. All the other fish, all the palm fish, goldfish and koi, they're all doing quite well. There's Saragoi. He had two damaged scales on his back, but they seem to be healing up quite well now. Doesn't seem to be needing any more treatment. That's a little fry there. Take you into the IBC fry tank and we'll see what's going on in there. So, the Adam Buyer fry. They seem to be doing very well. We've got a few of the bigger ones out, put them in the outer chamber to give the little ones more space to grow and give them more chance to get to the food. Some of the colours are starting to come out on them and patterns now. There's still quite a few very, very small ones in there. But hopefully in time they will get their chance and start growing. I've noticed a couple with bent tails or bent heads, so unfortunately they will have to be removed at some point because I don't think they're going to be able to mature just right. In the outer chamber we have the Cuttlebrook Jumbo Koi, the Jumbo Fry. They're doing very well. All active, all feeding, all seem to be very happy. Let's get a picture of them, but we try. So in mixed in with these is a couple of the Adam Buyer fry, but we seem to not be able to tell them apart, thankfully. Eventually this net in the centre, that will be removed and they will all have a lot more space to move and grow. It's part of the reason why we took the net out of the other fry tank, to give them more space to grow. So yeah, filtration wise, in here we have a 10,000 litre an hour Evolution Aqua Very Pump. I think it's only set to about 20%, something like that. Because like I said, this IBC is only 1,000 litres maximum. Filtration wise, we have an Easy Pod automatic. It's probably a bit overkill for this pond, but it's better to have more filtration than not enough. Take a look at the main pond, what filtration we have on there. So, on the other fry tank, we finally managed to plumb in the Easy Pod. Pump wise, this is only a, I think it's a Haley or something like that. Haley, 7,500 litre an hour pump, which is going up to a Yamatsu 25 Cottony Koi UV. Again, this is probably overkill because this pond is only 1,140 litres max. So, but we figured with the amount of fish we have in here, we needed to up the filtration from the little Blagdon, or the little Laguna. So we had the Easy Pod lying about, so we figured it's best to upgrade the filtration to that one. Give this lot the best chances possible. On the main pond we have a 20,000 litre an hour Evolution Aqua Very Pump. That then goes to our automatic Easy Pod. Now goes to our Awaze Vitron 110 UV, which then splits off to our Easy Pod automatic. That then returns to the ponds. The other split from the UV goes to our Evolution Aqua Tempest, which then just returns straight back to the pond. We have I forget the make, but it is a 10,000 litre an hour pump, which goes to our cloverleaf sieve. That then goes straight into the bog filter, which is just returned straight back to the pond. Unfortunately, the skimmer isn't in an ideal place, as the return is most likely to just go straight back, well, majority of it to go straight back into the skimmer. But pipe work currently limits us on locating it. On our other jumbo fry tank, we have a 90 litre an hour Evolution Aqua air pump, and on this one we have a 40 litre an hour air pump, purely because the Easy Pod is self-cleaning, so we don't need to run that off an air pump. I'm currently trying to do the airline modification on the Tempest, but for some reason pump isn't strong enough, I don't believe, to force the air up and inside, so I might have to change that pump out for a stronger one I've got in the garage. So yeah, so a lot of our equipment is Evolution Aqua currently. Like I say, a lot of it we didn't actually pay for. Where we've done rescues in the past and people have gotten rid of their equipment, a lot of the stuff we have been given pretty much for free. But given that, I'm very happy with Evolution Aqua and their products. If I didn't get it given to me for free, I would definitely have gone out and bought it myself. I know we got the Easy Pod on the fry tank outside, we got that one for free. The Tempest we bought ourselves. The Evolution the Easy Pod on the main pond, we bought that one ourselves from someone that was closing their pond down. The one on the IBC, that one is again someone we bought off someone that was closing their pond down. The sieve, we were given that one. The Oase Bitron 110 UV, we were also given that one. So like I say, yeah, a lot of the equipment we have been given for free, which we're quite lucky for. But again, I would have definitely gone out and bought it ourselves, because we've got no complaints with any of it at the moment. It's all been running, well, most of it's been running for about 2 years on our setups, and we've had no issues. A lot of it is easy to maintain, easy to fix if things go wrong, easy to get parts for. So yeah, we can't complain. Tempest is a bit iffy at the moment. I think that's because I'm still trying to figure out the best setup for it. Still do get quite a lot of fines in the pond. We're currently with a sieve going and the Tempest, but I do believe that is purely just down to overstocking. So look, these fish are quite large. Majority of them are well over 50 centimeters. So always looking for food. Doesn't matter how much you throw in there, they'll always eat it. Fortunately, it's a bad habit, which results in poor water quality. Obviously, the more you feed them, the more they produce. We've been meaning to get a video up a lot sooner, but I forgot we were going away the weekend, so that sort of ruined the plans. We've been very busy as well, helping a friend of ours build their new pond. They've just bought a easy pond, so it's like a pre-made pond with a window in the front and a storm drain. believe it to be 2,000 litres. It's not a massive pond, but it's a good size. And we've been building all the cladding around it and the filter house and doing all the pipe work. I've never worked with pressure pipe before, so that was quite fun to do that, and 4-inch ball valves, that sort of thing. So a lot of ours is waste pipe and a little bit of flexi hose here and there. But yeah, so we thought we'd do this one properly, and it turned out really nice, to be honest. Thankfully, that pond is now up and running and should be ready for fish by the weekend. And they have all their fish here currently. Their fish are the goldfish in the IBC tank, along with there's 2 or 3 small koi in there. So they should be going by the weekend, thankfully. That'll free up a lot of space in that one, which is a lot of waste on the filtration. And then they will carry on, if they're not clean, they will carry on their treatment at their new ponds. Now, if you could leave some comments down below, I would like some advice or help on what varieties some of these koi are. So I've had a little look and I can't really figure out what breed they may be. So we'll start off with number 1, which is this one just here. I believe him to be a gourmet, but not 100%. It might be a low quality Utsuri maybe. Like I said, I've had a look and I can't see anything like it. Number 2 will be this one. Myself, I think he's a Ascari, but a lot of people tell me they don't think he is. I'm not 100% on that one. See if I can find number 3. Number 3 is this white and orange one down here. It's a bit hard to see, now he's gone down. I'm feeling Kahaku, but could be very wrong. Like I say, I'm still learning. So any advice would be perfect. Number 4 is the big white one here. I'm not 100% sure on what she is either. So it don't make any difference to me, but I would just like to know what your fish are, really, don't you? What variety they could be and things like that, in case of breeding in the future, that sort of thing. I believe I know the rest of them, but say there's just a couple in there I'm not 100% sure on. So any advice will be very much appreciated. Just leave a comment below. Try to interact with as many comments as I can. But so far, obviously we're quite small still, so it's quite easy to keep up. But as time goes on, hopefully the channel will grow and we'll get more and more comments, and I'll still try everything I can to at least reply to everybody, keep the chat going. But yeah, so I'll show you my plants quickly. Recently bought a calla lily, and somehow, I don't know if it was the soil or the calla lily itself, but it's come with a few little guests. Not too worried about it. The only one I'm really worried about kind of worried about is the duckweed. I know how fast that stuff can spread. I'm hoping it will just stay contained to the bog filter, but doubt it. Irises are going mental. completely forgot to add, we do also have a Nexus, which is a Nexus 300. We were actually given this one as part of a pond clearance we did. This is due to, well, it was due to go on the main pond, but unfortunately lack of space has sort of stopped that plan. But hopefully in the next year or so we should be moving, and we will be building a bigger pond. I'm tempted to get one of those easy pods, get a 9,000 litre one, and then we will be putting this filtration on the new pond. So it seems like a waste giveaway. So if there is anything in the future you'd like to see, anything you'd like to know, please leave a comment below and we'll see what we can do, so we can get a video made about it, so we can answer any questions you have. Yeah. Also, if you could check out our Instagram and like and subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. We are more active on Instagram than any other social media sites currently. So yeah, the links should be down below. Like I said, if there is anything you want to see, anything you want to know, just leave a comment and we will hopefully get back to everybody about it. But yeah, appreciate you all for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care.